Peace, power and prosperity, family. Rob Blackstorm here, back again. Hope everybody's okay. Hope you and yours are doing okay. What I'm doing is I'm doing a weekly reading for the week of May 4th, 2020 to May 10th, 2020. This reading is very interesting. What I am using is the Oracle of Tahuti, which was featured in the book of Medu Neter, authored by Raul Neferemen. Although I am not a member of his organization, Asar or Set, I have studied under his tutelage, and I have been using these cards for over 20 years. So let's get into the reading. Now, the way these cards read, the first card is the situation. Second card is really the outcome. So the first card we have is all set. All set is what you would call in the Hunu Pantheon, you would call this Yemaya. Same thing. As we see, this is the Black Madonna and Child, or Heru being fed from Orset. And what Orset deals with is primarily spiritual devotion. Devotion to get in tune with the God in you. Devotion to wisdom. Devotion to stirring your eternal waters. Your body is mostly made up of water. So inspiring yourself, having the energy within you spiral, which is by doing what? By being inspired, by overcoming obstacles, by displaying good character. And by good character, I mean doing things that are beneficial, not just to you, but beneficial to the whole. Treating thy neighbor as thyself, as it says in the Bible. But of course, this does not mean that you do not defend yourself, right? Because even the animal, when pushed, is going to defend themselves and fight back. So you are smarter than the animal. This does mean, though, that your first approach is to be a person that is light in the world of darkness. And of course, if you can't do that, then you have to meet fire with fire. So Orset has to deal with the waters, though. Orset is cool. Yemaya is cool. It's relaxing. It's ease and tension. Also, this deals with meditation, going within, going inside yourself. If you see, right, Heru has the little crown, right? The red crown. So the red crown is being activated by feeding off the milk of the mother. So what is the mother that is within you? The yin to your yang. Well, the mother is your internal self. And what is your internal self? Your subconscious mind, if you want to call it your subconscious mind, if you want to call it your parasympathetic nervous system, if you want to call it your electromagnetic field, if you want to call it your microbiotic orbit, if you want to call it your aura. This all has to do with Orset. And as you see, Orset has a chair on top of her head, and it also symbolizes being seated and being in meditation, but also sitting on a throne, because this is one of the ways that you are able to illuminate yourself, which is visualized by the crescent moon, or also on top, meaning that, the moon is full, it's reflecting the sun's light. So, and if you study the tarot, you know that the moon card deals with illusions. It also deals with things that are hidden. So this is the hidden part of self, what we're dealing with all set. So let's go to the second card. That's the first card. So what we're dealing with during this time is we're dealing with a time, or this week, where we're going to, there's a full moon coming up on the 7th. So it's not surprising. It's going to be a full moon in Scorpio. So it is one, Scorpio deals with the mysteries. Scorpio deals with the hidden self. Scorpio deals with going within. Scorpio deals with death as well, right? Scorpio deals with death and rebirth, right? Not just death, but death and rebirth, resurrection, right? So when we are moving about, what we'll see a lot of things are going to be revealed. A lot of things that were hidden, that were behind the scenes in the media, will be revealed. A lot of people will be exposed. A lot of things will be coming out that shouldn't come out, right? We see things are being revealed. Last week they just revealed the UFOs, right? So it's dealing with that as well. So going into that, the next, so we're these are the things, and the ancestors are in control. This is Shep's card. Shep's deals with enlightened ancestors. If you look at the Shep's card, you see that the ancestor has a flail, and a flail is used to beat things away or push things back. And you know what's funny is this card has been coming up all day. Even in readings that I've been doing for other people, this card has been coming up. Not particularly the Hetep card, and Hetep is just dealing with these 4 dots and showing a yin and a yang. That's what these 4 dots symbolize, or a 10 or a 2 in his in around up for men's. What that would be is his explanation, but the way I explain it, because I redefine it to meet my needs, is yin and the yang, right? So with this card, this is an enlightened ancestor. This is my Malcolm X, Martin Luther King, C. Freeman L, Ben Buchanan, Chancellor Williams, these Francis Cresswell Welsing, these people that came before us, Harriet Tubman, et cetera, these people that came before us that are enlightened, that still live within our DNA, and that we can access through tapping into our vibrational frequencies and using these frequencies to access different part of character and nobility, right? Being able to access the light and darkness, right? Because that's what a king is. A king is able to go to war when he needs to go to war and be at peace when he needs to be at peace. So if you look at them, of course, he's sitting in a chair, which represents a royal status or set, right? Same thing, chair. He's sitting in a chair. And this represents, as far as for the week, this is representing, that the ancestors are in charge. And if you see, he's basically beating on the feather of Ma'at. And this is, the flail is used to beat things back. It's used to get negativity away. And the feather represents vibration, or where you are able to feel subtle electromagnetic forces, or what you would call vibes or vibrations from the ancestors, or what you would call whispers or thoughts, right? We commit, there's a deity that the Greeks call Thoth, Thoth, or Tahuti, right? Thought or thought, what you call thought, right? It's thought. That's where the word thought comes from the deity Thoth, from the Kemetic god. So this feather, though, is dealing with Ma'at. So it's basically saying that there's going to be, again, the ancestors are in charge. There's going to be a lot of things being revealed. A lot of y'all are going to get different messages. A lot of y'all are going to get different uploads. A lot of y'all are going to get different downloads. The dreams are going to start being vivid. And it's really a good time to really tap in and study yourself and go within. If you have been feeding yourself and nourishing yourself spiritually, then this is your time. Because right now, and this week is going to be a very interesting week. This is really a week for spiritual development and spiritual progress. As far as business, stocks and things like that, of course, there's going to be a roller coaster. And it's really depending on your vibration. If you're in tune, it's going to be a good week for you financially. It's going to be a good week for you. It's going to be a good week for you mentally. It's going to be a good week for you as far as growth. But if you're not, then you're going to feel it, which is what this feather of Ma'at symbolizes, is dealing with balance. So you're going to feel it. You're going to go through some changes this week, and not necessarily a bad thing, because even if you're going through some changes, right, because you haven't been on point, it's to get you back to the point where you will be on point. All right. So that is this week's reading. If you want to book a reading with me, the contact information is below. Peace, power, prosperity, and hope you have a great week. All right. I know I said peace, but I just want to add on just looking at this after doing the reading again and just pondering it a little more. If you look at the colors, right? And I always say colors are vibrations. Colors have sound waves. Colors have light waves because they are colors. So sound waves, light waves, and of course how your brain interprets these sound waves and light waves, right? So the sound is affecting the left side of the brain, and the light is affecting the right side of the brain. So with this reading, so again, you see the crown, red and white, right? And you see the deity, red and white. So these colors signify action. So signify power, right? This is for the ruler, for the king. So this is a time for kingship. This is a time for getting in tune. This is definitely a time for ritual. This is a time for meditation. This is the time where you get your mugwort, so you could start getting your mugwort tea, so you could start having these lucid dreams, and you could start tapping into the ancestral realm, so your dreams could start to show you what you need to see. With the corona, it's not really focusing this week on the corona. This is more focusing on you and the ancestors and letting them come out to play, because they are going to come out to play. This feather is going to be beat this week. And it's basically with this feather, what it's saying is that, balance will be, when you see the flail, that red thing in his hand, it's coming to inflict pain, right? It's coming to inflict pain, but it also could come to inflict blessings, because it's coming to put forth that balance this week. So there should be a lot of revelations, a lot of good things coming to the forefront. But again, a lot of things, it'll be very active this week. All right. So I probably said the same thing over again, but just looking at it, I just wanted to touch on the color scheme and show y'all the correlation, how colors and vibrations and energies go together. And it's not going to really be, a week. It's going to be subtle again, because it's an offset week. So it's going to be subtle. It's going to be the mysteries are going to come through. Things are going to, again, be exposed, right? It's going to be things that were hidden. Again, going into this full moon week. All right, y'all. Peace, power, and prosperity. Again, hit me up if you need a reading. Contact information is below. Some people are hitting me up, asking, are they free? No, they are not free. But hit me up. I will tell you the price. But no, they are not free, because, again, I've been doing this for 20 years. So anything that I put my sweat equity in, or anything you put your sweat equity in for that matter, you shouldn't want to give away for free either. You should make people earn you because you have value. And that shows the universe that you are worth currency, because you demand currency, and currency is energy, and energy is power. Again, peace, power, and prosperity. Rob Blackstone.